All right, let's talk about how I get my starter ready for when I'm getting ready to bake. I do keep my starter in the refrigerator throughout the week until I'm ready to bake. I just put her in, this is an old apple butter jar. So I just put her in here, I put the lid on tight. I took her out probably about an hour, hour and a half ago. I just loosened the lid a little bit and left her sit on the counter so she could warm up. And that's just to make it easier to mix. And then I have my big jar here that I put her in. So I just take her, just take her from here. And as you can see, she's pretty thick. I like using a thicker starter. And I don't normally have discard, just because this is how I do it every week. Oops. And now I'll take this little bit that's in here and I'll add some water to it and mix it up. And I have a couple of house plants that I'll pour some of this on, and it helps them. Sorry, I forgot to get my paper towel. So now I'll put it on my scale. And let me turn my scale on. And as a tip, if you write on your lid, like I have here, it's 459 grams. And then with the lid, it's 480 grams. But my scale is zeroed. I just have my bread flour here. And I put in, whoops, I just spilled some, but that's okay. Always make a mess. I put in 85 grams of flour, about. Oh, spot on. I don't know how I managed that today. Then I zero that out. And today I'm using the whey from my yogurt. If I don't have it, I use water. And this is straight from the fridge, guys. I'm not warming anything up. This is straight from the fridge. And I'll start with 70 grams. Well, I went way over that, but that's okay. It was 80 grams, but that's fine. I'll add more flour if I need to. So I just mix this up. Actually, I think it's going to be pretty good because my starter is pretty thick. So you just want to give it a good mix to where there's no flour, no dry flour. And with whey, I've noticed I tend to need to use more whey than I do water. But just keep mixing it. This will mix in. It'll work its way in. Because that was more than I normally use. But you just want to make sure you're getting all the way down to the bottom. Make sure you can see the bottom and get it all mixed in real well. So I did all that. I'm gonna set this. I'll take my paper towel and wipe this off since I made a mess. And I don't hide the fact I always make a mess. I'm just messy. And then I put the cover on it. And I also have to set the lid on top of that because if not, it gets a dry crust on top of it. So I do it this way, and then I just set it over on my counter and I just leave it there until I'm ready to bake. I will be making a plain loaf tomorrow. So, and then the next day I will do an inclusion. I haven't decided which one I'm going to do yet. But when I feed it tomorrow, I'll feed it with wheat flour instead of bread flour. Just to, you know, try to keep my starter as strong as possible.